I'm going to show you how to cut a custom mat so you can get your artwork hanging up on the wall in no time. Alright, so here is all of the tools we'll be working with today. The most important one being the mat cutter itself, which this is a Logan Bevel mat cutter. And then of course, we have some mat board. I'll go over the rest of the tools as we go. All of them are linked down in the description if you want to purchase any. I do make a small commission off any purchases in the link, all of which go back to support my artwork and the channel. Now let's get to it. Now you don't necessarily need all of these tools. Some will make it easier, but the first thing we want to do here is measure out the opening of our frame, which is 5 inches by 5 inches. So take our mat board and we're going to measure out a 5 by 5 inch square. Now I like to use this framing square ruler for this. The reason being, when you use this, I know I'm getting a perfect 90-degree angle here on my guidelines. So we'll measure it up and then we mark 5 inches. And then we do that in the other direction. Get it all squared up and mark it off 5 inches. Normally I would make these lines a little less dark, but I'm trying to make sure they show up on camera. But normally I might use like a 4H pencil. The reason being, when I eventually put my artwork down on it, I don't want the graphite from my pencil to transfer onto my artwork. So normally you might want to make these just a little bit lighter. The other thing we want to do now is mark the halfway point of each side. So half of that 5 inches is 2.5 inches. And then on this other side here, 2.5 inches. The reason being, we need to find the exact center so that when we cut the hole for our mat, our artwork is centered in our mat. So let's just make those official and extend those lines. So now we need to figure out how big of a hole to cut here in our mat. So to do that, we'll measure our artwork, which is 2 inches in width. So because we want the hole in our mat centered and our artwork is 2 inches wide, I'm going to put the 1 inch mark, which is the halfway measurement, on the center line. And then instead of marking 1 inch on both sides, I'm going to come in 1/8 of an inch on each side. That way there's a little bit of overlap between our mat and our artwork, which will make it easier to center our artwork and tape it to the mat so it will hold. So we come in 1/8 and 1/8. And now we're going to do the same thing going vertically. It's 2.5 inches tall. So 2.5 inches cut in half, 1.25 inches. So we'll put 1.25 inches on our center line. But then again, I'm going to come in that 1/8 of an inch, just so we have that little bit of overlap on our mat. And so here is the hole we're going to eventually cut out, but I want to extend these lines first. Just make sure we get this all lined up nicely. We want our nice, perfect 90-degree angle lines here. And I like to extend these lines all the way out, which is going to make more sense in a second when we use our mat cutter. And then finally, this side. So this is going to be the hole that we're going to cut out in a second. And for that, we're going to need our mat cutter here. First things first, we got to load the blade, which is really simple. You just take the blade, line it up with that little screw that came out, and you can see the blade is facing that way. And you just line it up, put in that little set screw, easy peasy, and it's ready to go. The blade is not engaged right now. When you push down, that's when the blade comes out. And you can see it's at an angle, and that's what's going to give our mat that nice angled bevel. All right, it's time to start cutting. Now, key thing here, we want that bevel to be facing out towards the glass and everybody who's looking at our beautiful art. And what you might want to do, especially early on, is mark your paper. You always want the blade on this inside going out. The blade is always cutting out or facing out. If you have the mat cutter on this side, the bevel is reversed, so that would actually be showing inwards towards the artwork. In other words, nobody would see the nice bevel we're working for here. So now is really the moment of truth where we're going to cut the mat. So these guidelines here are going to be our 4 cuts that end on these lines that will then allow for our artwork to be visible. This is also a little bit tricky with this mat cutter. It takes a little bit of learning because, again, it's not cutting straight down, it's cutting at an angle. But what I like to do is get my ruler right on top of the guideline, and then with the blade not engaged, line up on this guideline extended out. You see there's a little mark here, and that's marking where your blade is beginning to cut. So you line those up. Then we're going to push the blade down and cut. And you got to hold the ruler obviously very firm here. You don't want it sliding. And we're cutting, cutting, cutting until that line again lines up with our guideline. Take the blade out, and there's our first cut. Now we're just going to do that on all the other sides. Line it up accordingly. Take your time here. You might want to just practice on some small pieces of mat board to get a handle of things. And I like to use a piece of cardboard like this on top of a cutting mat, because this rubber cutting mat is not going to allow for this blade to slide through super easily. But with having this sort of buffer layer of cardboard, I can move this smoothly along, whereas this rubber would hold it up. Lined up, engage, hold the ruler and everything really firm, slide along, and it's in line. Take it out, and then we keep moving along. Just the same thing. This mat cutter will work for much larger mats. The real limiting factor here on the size you can cut is how steady you're able to hold your straight edge or ruler while you're sliding down the mat cutter. Take it out, move along. Okay, so now we're on our final guideline here. Looks good. And then should pop right out. So there you go. If we want to give it a quick look, should work really nicely. But of course, before we get to that, let's cut out our outside guidelines here. For that, we're going to use our X-Acto blade. And so now, we got a nice mat. It'll frame up our little artwork really nicely. We got that nice bevel on it. So one final step before we put it in the frame. We'll lay it down, give it a little look-see. Now we want to take our art tape. This is the brand I like. Use any brand you want. What you want to make sure is it's residue-free, acid-free. When you pull this tape off, if you were going to put it in a new frame at some point, it's not going to wreck the paper on your artwork. But all we're going to do now is tape it down. Again, all of these items are linked down in the description. And then now with it all nice and secure, we have our nice mat, we got that nice bevel on it. We grab our frame and it should just pop right in. Put on our backing, secure everything nice and tight. And shaboom. And there you go, a custom mat which frames up your artwork perfectly and is now ready to put on display.